In the cemetery today, indexing, getting ready for a service project that I'll be doing with our stake next Saturday. And I couldn't be more excited about this, but I have a new feature, if you may. I have a device now that actually follows me, which I am just shocked. I got this yesterday in the mail, and I was like, from Amazon, and I said, I gotta give this a try. I gotta see what this is about. So let me know if you can hear me okay, and let me know if you've ever gone to a grave site, and used A Billion Graves, which is an app owned by our church, and it's part of FamilySearch.org, and it allows you to index at a grave site. And the one I'm here today at, I'll show you. Some of the tombstones are so old you can't even read the numbers on it. They are just so, I mean, look at this. There's a beautiful red barn behind me, and over here we have some from the 1700s, and there's actually, I found some in here from the 1500s, which is really, really cool. And let me know what you're thinking of this new device I have that is like a little robot that stands on a stand. I gotta take a picture because I'm gonna post it in my stories later and show you exactly what I am doing. Now, if I could only figure out how to use my pictures. But yeah. Okay, so let me actually do a video. I'm gonna video me with this device showing you how it follows me. I'm just blown away by technology. And this just is like, I mean, does it get any better than this? I mean, who needs news or who needs cameramen anymore? Because you have this. It's like I can walk back and show you as I move around, and it follows you. I'm sorry. I'm laughing because I had such an amazing day at church. The Spirit was felt, and that was important, and that's what matters. But on FamilySearch.org, or you can download A Billion Graves as an app on your phone, and you can go and take pictures of tombstones and in cemeteries and index them to help other people find where their ancestors are, to preserve their memories. And it's a great service opportunity. So I submitted a press release. Part of my calling as a stake communications director for the Hartford Stake is I sent a press release to my stake president, and I said, this is something I want to send to the news. So it went to Fox, NBC, ABC, all Connecticut affiliates, CT Now, which is the largest Hartford Current paper in Connecticut. And it's going to be announcing that we're doing this in two cemeteries in the Hartford area next week. We're going to be indexing as a stake. And so hopefully we can get some positive news about the Church of Jesus Christ. But I just had to share this with you. And there's some scriptures I wanted to read that I've been pondering a lot, that I just need to pull them up on my phone. I have a lot of or on my iPad. So when I was reading in the Come Follow Me program, we're in Exodus, and it talks about, to better understand Exodus 20, chapter 20, verse 12, it might help if your family looked up the definitions of the word honor. Then family members could make a list of things that they can do to bring honor to their parents. You might sing a song about parenting, or you might do something a little extra. And I'm going to read to you that verse. It's in the Old Testament, and this is for the end of Come Follow Me for this week. It's Exodus chapter 20, verse 12. It says, honor thy father and thy mother, that they days may be long upon. Oops, there comes a car. That's one thing I did not plan for, was being in the middle of the street and having a car come by. So, but it happens. So I'm going to head over here and see what I can do. Okay, make sure that doesn't fall over. Okay, let me start over. In Exodus chapter 20, verse 12, honor thy father and thy mother, that thy days may be long upon the land which the Lord God giveth thee. And that was something that was special for me, because I feel like I want to find ways to introduce my parents to the gospel of Jesus Christ, so they may be more willing to have their hearts soften when it comes to what I believe. And as the fact that they're Christians as well, I think that I know this is the true church, and I know that they would receive blessings and benefits from the gospel of Jesus Christ. So I've been finding ways, and this verse just stuck with me in a way that I had to find a way that I could allow my parents to be softened. And there are some things that I'm working on that is going to help with that. And I don't really feel comfortable sharing it because it's personal revelation right now, but I will keep you posted. And that's something that is important. So what I'm going to do is I want to read your comments. And in order for me to do that, I have to put my iPad back because I don't want to lose this. And then I will get to each and every one of your comments. And I want to show you around this cemetery because it is gorgeous. It is quite the thing here. Okay, let me find some shade. Camera around so I can show you these beautiful tombstones. And I don't like it in my shadow, but look at how worn out. This is from 1859. You can see 1859. And I actually took a picture of this and uploaded it to Billion Graves and JustServe. And this one is from 1823. Is that not amazing? Look at the history. It's just this. Oh, I love this. And because we're at the top of the, this one's a little hard to read, but it's, anyway. But just look at those. This is from 1803. There's all this stuff that we can do to bring honor to our relatives and just see the structure of that. They just don't make it like these anymore. They really don't. And I'll give you a little bit of a secret. The reason why there's little dips when you're walking on the ground is because they didn't use vaults back then. And because they didn't use vaults, that's when the casket rots and it caves in. So that creates the dips, the ups and the downs. Now, when you walk into a cemetery, that won't happen because the grounds, it's required that you have a vault, a cement vault that's airtight. But in the older ones, that's why the ground does dip, is because the wood rotted and it just gave way, which is fine. Doesn't bother me. Where the veil is so thin on the other side. And look at that beautiful barn back there. And it looks like there's a horse place to run your horses and animals and livestock and all that cool stuff. Now this one is from, oops, see, I just did that dip in that ground. I just went, whoop, whoopsie. Dennis, be careful. Yeah, look at this. This is just, so we're going to be cleaning up graves like this next week for our service project for the stake. And so we'll get some of that moss off. Not in this one, because this is in South Glastonbury, Connecticut. We're going to be doing it somewhere else in the Hartford area. But I highly encourage you to follow JustServe.org. They have some great service opportunities, and also to download A Billion Graves. And I got to get to some shade so I can read your comments. Hey, Angela, happy Sabbath. Oops, Angela, I almost just blocked you. When I try to like something, it's hard. Hey, Ashley, how's Boston? You ought to go to some graves in Boston, because they got some really old ones up there where you can find like this. And now on the other side, there's a hiking trail. That's the Connecticut Audubon Society. And I would hike that to the Connecticut River. And I should have did that today, but I wanted to do something to keep the Sabbath day holy. And this certainly helped, was seeing, doing this. This is just, what a beautiful sign. Okay, I promise I'm getting to the shade, and I'm going to sit down and read your comments. Hey, Karen, it's good to see you. I'm not going to upload this as, what did I do with my selfie lamp? Ha! Oh, I left it way up there. I just realized that. I was like, what did I do with that lamp I was just demoing? Oh, Dennis, you're not always the brightest bulb on the tree. But what I'm going to do is just find a place to sit down over here. There is a bench over here that I can sit on. If I can figure out how to get to it, there was a path. Then I can read your comments. And I got to remember to go back and get my selfie lamp, because that thing was pretty cool. It was only $34 to get that moving thing that walks with you. But technology, it's amazing. Okay, so we are going to, oh my gosh, this may peace prevail on earth, and then it's also in Asian. I never even saw that. That is so cool. It's in other languages. Wow. Okay. So let me sit back here on this bench, and I'll let you look at the beautiful, beautiful scenery that we have, and I'll read your comments. Okay. The New York Unicorn, I love you. You're awesome. So CLEM says, is this Utah? No, this is actually Connecticut on the East Coast. I'm an hour from Boston. I'm 100 miles from Boston and 100 miles from New York City. So I'm smack in the middle, which is a great place. So this is not Utah. I do love my peeps in Utah. And then CASS says, I used it. I love the fact that you used Billion Graves and JustServe app. Our service project next week is going to be awesome. Hey, Angela, I loved your pictures of the 80s party. Thank you. Are you still in Arizona, or are you back in Oklahoma? I got to come and recharge my peeps. CASS says, where do you find it? What's the app called? It's called, just type in Billion Graves, and it's the only app that will come up. And it's associated with Family Search, and that's the best way for you to download that app and use it. And you can take pictures and index all these wonderful tombstones. Karen goes, and Karen, I gotta thank you for being such a great supporter for my accountability partner with my therapy sessions I'm taking with my friend Christy, Dr. Christy Kane. Thank you for constantly reminding me to write down my stuff. It means a lot to me. So Karen says, this is better than... yes, it is, especially after church. Yeah, this was a good... this was Tetris. So Dr. Kane had recommended that I play Tetris when I feel anxious or have anxiety or feel stressed. And yes, this is better than Tetris. And it's bringing honor to our ancestors. See who else has a comment, and then I'll let you guys go enjoy the rest of your Sabbath. And then CASS says, this is so interesting, so glad you're doing this and explaining things as you go. Now, there's also a way with Instagram that I can share my screen. I just have to figure out how to do it again, because sometimes it breaks me off or shuts me down. And I will... so Tuesday I'll be going live and having another therapy session with Dr. Christy Kane, and we're going to be talking about my anxiety that landed me in the hospital. My friend Dallin in Provo, Utah says, happy Sabbath, and happy Sabbath to you back, brother. Let's see. We have a screen name I don't recognize. Mormon.ankara.06. Welcome. You are a new face to me. I kind of got pretty good with recognizing who comes on my lives. Karen goes, you're welcome anytime. Thank you for your support. Well, thank you. It takes a village, doesn't it? I try to reply to everyone's comment, and I think that is it. We got the last person. So for any of you that are newer, I'm not uploading this as IGTV, but I will in the next week upload it to my YouTube channel. And you can watch it there if you wanted to see the full thing about how to index on a Billion Graves app. And you can index these awesome cemeteries, and anywhere in the world it needs to be done. And just look at how small some of those are and old. I mean, they're like ancient. Wow. What a great... This one even has... Whoops, there's those dips again. Oh, look. Oh, I gotta fix this. I gotta fix this somehow. This is part of their... Look at this. It just fell off. Wow. I'm gonna get some people from my church, from the Relief Society and Elders Quorum, to come and help with this, because this should not be... This is precious. They have all these pieces, and they just need to be put back together. And I can see right where it fell off. But look at this. This was from the 1700s. Unbelievable. Okay. Elders Quorum, here we come. We got a project. And where's my selfie lamp? Ah, there it is. I see it. Holler. Okay. So, yes, I will upload this on YouTube later in the week. It's a lot of work using YouTube, but as long as it benefits you guys. Oh, I got more questions to answer. Let me get to those. Don't want anyone to go unanswered. So we talked about indexing service projects, great Sunday afternoon thing, and what I did at this cemetery, and the importance of doing service projects, and how we're going to be doing one with our stake next week. Okay, so I got everybody's comment, and Denise sent me a request to come on live. I'm sorry, I cannot accept those because I get a lot of people from overseas that ask for GoFundMe pages and stuff. Unless we pre-plan it, I can't do a live with you. But I'm going to say we're sending love and light your way. Enjoy this Sabbath. And just remember that God loves you. He loves everybody. Bye for now, everybody. You're awesome. Whoops. A minute. And I missed where you are. Okay, so I am in CROMAR 36. I am in a grave, a cemetery in Glastonbury, Connecticut, indexing photos for a Billion Graves, which is part of Family Search, and uploading it so it's easier for you to find your ancestry history when you do your ancestry work. So I pray that answered your question. Have an awesome Sabbath.